Hi everyone. I had some time off today. Just have a little time to talk about financial wealth. As you see, it's raining. Maybe you can hear in the background. Feels a little cooler than usual, but it's been very hot. But anyways, today I want to talk about financial wealth and how to gain financial wealth. Now, a lot of people think financial wealth depends on how much money you make. So they think when someone makes a lot of money, that person is wealthy. That's not necessarily true. Financial wealth, I see it, depends on your debt to income ratio, which means I see it as it's not how much money you're making, how much money you're saving, and how low your expenses are. So, for example, you can make $1 million a year and rack up and spend $1 million a year and rack up all your credit cards. That is a financial loss. You're a liability. You're not gaining any money. You just used all of that money you brought in. Versus someone making $50,000 a year, keep their expenses very low, and save a percentage of their monthly income. So you see, so this is your income would be here, your expenses would be here. So over time, when your expenses goes low and your income will if your income just stay consistent, it'll be fine. So here's your income and here's your expenses. Now gradually your expenses will go low, and even if your income is still going consistent, you're still going to be gradually, there's going to be a bigger gap because your expenses are continuing to go low. Now if you were making more money over time, then that gap will go exponentially bigger. So that creates financial gain, and it's what you want. So that's your savings, because you're keeping that money in your account. And of course that money, once it becomes a pretty big lump sum, that creates more income because you're investing it in either saving accounts where you're accruing interest, which is a good thing. Now this is called, I see it, a financial gain, and financial gain creates financial wealth, and financial wealth creates financial freedom, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me tell you, one of the wealthy person that I know doesn't drive a $200,000 luxury car, doesn't care for brand name anything, and this person lived way below their means, which means just looking at that person, you don't know he has money. He's normal like you and I. He walks around with just maybe a Honda, drives a Honda, and he just works regular, like regular people. But you would never know that in his account, he's a millionaire. Just to show it. He doesn't have to, he doesn't need to. He knows when he needs something, he can get it. Now, I also know a person who likes flashy cars, has designer clothes, designer purses, has a lot of material luxury that most of us would want. Like, I would want those. But their portfolio shows they have a lot of debts, and they also are a liability because they rack up their credit cards. They've used, this person makes a lot of money, but he used, because he thinks he makes a lot of money, he thinks that he can go out and just use it all, and couldn't even at the end couldn't pay the taxes. Now this person is at a loss. It's financial loss. Let me tell you, don't compare or compete to anyone else. Don't compare or compete yourself to anyone else. Only you yourself know what you're financially capable and able to do. Sorry, that didn't sound right. Only you yourself know what you're able and capable of doing financially. So you have a friend who goes out and buy, $500 sport car. You gotta do it? Don't go out and buy $500 sport car. If you know yourself you can't afford it, don't do it, because you in the long run will just hurt yourself. If you don't, that's like I said, who cares if somebody was carrying a heavy purse? You know, that stuff does not add value to your assets. Only your account, what's in your account, add value to your assets and your investments. Create financial wealth. Create financial freedom for yourself. What does that mean? It means don't let money as one of the reasons you cannot do something. If my car broke down tomorrow and I need to get it fixed because I need to go back to work, I can do it. I can go get it fixed right away. Now some people, their car break down today, they can't. They don't have that cash in hand to take care of what they need to take care of. My friend asked me to go on vacation next week. Sure, why not? I can do it. Something that I can do. So like I said, don't let money stop you from not able to do something. It's called financial freedom. And some people think, oh, you know what? I want to live my life to the fullest. I'm gonna die. I'm not taking it with me. But you know what? Modern day, we are living longer. Technology, medicine, we are living longer now. So we still need money to use while we're getting older. Don't make yourself suffer when you're older and you don't know what you're doing. There's no money left for you. There's no money, to take care of you when you get older. Like I said, we are living longer. Don't let that. Yeah, some people are like, who cares? Well, that's your choice. But at the end, you can't ask people for help, because they also are helping themselves. It was an eye-opener for a lot of us when the pandemic struck. Why? Because a lot of us weren't able to work. And because we weren't able to work, there was no income. But we still had to pay bills, and we still had to live. We have children to feed. And because there were nothing saved, there was nothing that saved up, there was a panic. Well, luckily, of course, the government had stepped up and kind of helped a little bit. But still, we need to realize that this may and probably will happen again, and it will happen sooner than you think. So you might want to think twice about saving up. So rack up your savings account. You might need it soon. Okay everyone, this is all I have for today. Looks like the rain kind of calmed down a little bit, so I'm ready to just enjoy my day. Maybe hit the gym for a little bit. So I wish everyone lots of wealth. Thank you for joining.